Manchester United are an embarrassment. They're an embarrassment to their history, to the legacy, to the fans, to every single part which they think they are meant to be. They are literally ruining it week by week, year by year, and it's actually embarrassing to see them still try to cling on to whatever legacy they think that they still have. Okay, yes, history-wise, they are the biggest club in the entirety of the English game. In my opinion, they are indeed the bigger club in England. Bigger than Liverpool. It's between United and Liverpool. For me, I perceive United as the biggest of the two, and they were. Nowadays, I think that is the number one most destructive thing that Manchester United now have. That is literally, in my opinion, the main thing which destroys them as a club to actually try and proceed forward, is because everyone's trying to look back at this history that they have, this Man United way, and it is swallowing the entire club up whole. It's swallowing the players up whole, the board. Every single manager that walks through that door has this insane expectation because they know what they could be and what they were many, many years ago. And it fucking destroys every single player that they have walking through the door, other than a minute few. And even they are feeling the pressure now. Honestly, I just want to go through just my honest thoughts about Manchester United. I got to talk about a few things that's been pissing me off. So let's get just stuck into it. Tell me your thoughts down below in the comments. And you know what? I don't even feel bad. I don't even feel like I'm going to get much hate for this. I think most Man United fans agree with me that the team, the club, is an embarrassment. And I will say some things that some Man fans will not like me to say. So I'll start off with the first thing, which I think I may get annoyed for, but I'm going to say that please stop talking about the Glazers. Please stop talking about how much you hate them and how much you want them out and how much that they want to spend more money and that you gotta put money back into the team. Look at how much fucking money you've spent in just the last window. You got Sancho and Varane and Ronaldo, and yes, you didn't get a 6, you didn't get a DM. I get that, right? A midfield player probably was more suitable than to get Ronaldo. I get that completely, but you still got Ronaldo, Varane and Sancho. You still got a team which is more than fucking capable on beating Wolves at home, okay, and not losing to Watford, and just looking at Glazers and say, let's get the Norwich scarves out, let's get the yellow and green scarves out, green and gold to club is sold. But yet when you bought Ronaldo, it was literally the entirety of the fan base it came together some massive spunk fest saying, yes, United are back. And you know what, man? You guys should have been back. You guys should be challenging for the league. You guys should be up there, fighting with City and Liverpool and Chelsea, even if Liverpool and Chelsea aren't even fighting for it anymore because they pretty much have gone off the boil completely. I think City are 11 points ahead, and it's the start of the year. So they've won the league now, haven't they? So, Man U fans, I get it. Glazers, they've took money out of the club. I get that completely. You guys have made the most money out of any club in England. I get that completely. Honestly, I really do. It's just, I can't take it seriously when I see you guys try to act as if you're not spending any money when you fucking do. Let's talk about the players here, okay? The players are they are living as if they are in 2012. They're living as if this is still the Manchester United back in the Sir Alex era. It's not. It's fucking not. They're embarrassing. Honestly, every fan, I think, even Man U fans, but fans from the outside looking in, it's like, why do you guys fucking apologize so much? It's actually a joke. Every single possible thing that you could possibly apologize for, they apologize for. The worst example is the Bruno, I just look at it. Look at how long this apology is because he missed the penalty against Villa. Dickhead, we know that you didn't mean to miss the penalty. We know that you didn't mean to lose the game. It's fine. People make mistakes. These players are absolutely terrified. The fans, the legacy, the history, the expectation. That is part of the reason of why these players just aren't up for it, because they feel so fucking terrified that when they have a bad performance, they're just going to get d***ed by everyone, everywhere on social media, and by the critics and by the journalists and by every single aspect of their life. They know they're going to be scrutinized for. So of course they're going to play as if they're under pressure. Of course they're going to play as if the weight of the world is on their shoulders. And there's no surprise that when players leave Manchester United, the perfect example that we saw last year was Jesse Lingard. Suddenly he's a world beater. Lingard becomes a meme at United. Beans, or he's a he's, dancing lover boy, whatever else. It goes to West Ham, and he's actually a world beater. He's tearing apart leagues. He's doing his amazing driving runs. He's working together in a team. It becomes a core fundamental part of a team like a challenge to get into Europe and to do well in Europe. But United doesn't even get played. And when he does get played, he's like a shadow of himself. He may have one or two good moments that, this is the thing about United, right? They are moments FC. They're not actually a structured, well-worked, well-oiled machine that everyone works in a row together. They press at the right time. They defend at the right time in a good shape. And they're solidified and they have a good creative passing plays and triangles to try and move the ball up the pitch. No, they're not that. They're fucking a moment of brilliance of Ronaldo or Bruno or Rashford that has this amazing, curler shot from Martial in the top right corner. Like he's done that fucking 20 odd times. But yet, he doesn't do anything else. They have this one moment, which is a moment of quality, which they of course have, but yet they don't actually really tick the ball. They don't have a select way to move the ball up the pitch. They don't. And they've been the same thing for fucking years. And I honestly, if I was a Man U fan, I honestly just would give up. Like, please just get this idea out of your head of what you used to be, because it just is going to hurt you guys. It just is going to make you even more depressed. Honest to God, please stop. Just get the entire 2013 Ronaldo and Rooney and Tevez and, the back Evra and Vidic and Ferdinand, get that out of your skull, because it's just going to make you more sad. You've got the likes of Wan-Bissaka now. You've got the likes of Harry Maguire. And I think Harry Maguire just gets scrutinised a lot because of the fact that he's a captain, because of the fact that he's worth 80 odd million. And the price tag isn't his fault. It's not his fault, okay? In an ideal, realistic market, it'd be worth about 30, okay? Maybe 25. So the price tag, I think people take too much off that. He's still shit. Like, don't get it twisted here. The guy is for United, but I guarantee if he leaves United, he'd be good again. I guarantee if he goes back to Leicester, he goes to a West Ham, he even goes to, I don't know, maybe even a Tottenham, I guarantee he'll probably do alright for them. But at United, it just swallows the players whole, because they know that every single person from every angle, from the media to the fan base, is just going to be on their back, and they do. And no wonder why they feel like they're playing as if they're being held back at times, because they literally know that they're going to be up and making one mistake, and replayed on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube over and over and over again. One more thing about United which really annoys me is this apparent player mutiny that I'm seeing now. So here's some screenshots here. But apparently Man U players are talking openly about this being the worst atmosphere at United that they can remember. The mood around Carrington has been described as oppressive, with up to half the squad said to be unhappy. Up to half the squad. And apparently some of these players being the likes of Martial, being the likes of Lingard. Also, these are players that don't get much game time or feel like they're being treated unfairly. Van de Beek, Eric Bailly, Pogba, Mata. Seeing some more things like many of the Man U players are underwhelmed by Rangnick's coaching, not impressed by his tactics, and disappointed by the quality of his assistants. Which is just like, the f*** are you guys doing? Like, I don't get it. What are these? Who do these players think they are? The way I see it, I look at it and I see Rangnick attempted to play a pressing, aggressive style of play, some sort of gegenpress style of football, pressing from the front. I look at this and I see the way how the players playing the pitch, and I think they probably just don't want to work hard. That's how I read it. I read it as he's trying to make them work hard and to focus on training and to actually try to play impactful style of football, which is hard working, and I think they're just not up for it. I see them play football, and most of them are f***ing lazy. They're honestly, they're in a strop the entire time. And then there's that next thing about Ronaldo and Bruno and these, players just whinging on each other. It's fucking embarrassing in itself. And I gotta say something about Ronaldo, that I don't think Ronaldo at United is the main core root of their problems. But I do think that there is a bit of an issue of the fact that I think he may harm some of the progress that other players around him can make. I think missing Greenwood is a good reason of that. I think Greenwood has been a bit of an outcast since Ronaldo's joined, because of course it's Ronaldo, and it's like the best comparison I could do here is like, imagine when you play FIFA, you got like a 50k team. Let's say you just got some bang average 1, 2, 3, 4, 5k players around you, nothing too special, you don't have any ballers. Then suddenly you pack Ronaldo, you put him into your team, you got Ronaldo up next alongside Antonio, a normal Antonio, gold Antonio, right? Who are you going to pass to? You're going to pass to Ronaldo. Now, hear me out here. This may sound really dumb, so tell me if it sounds dumb. But when you got like a core man in a team, which is obviously better than players around them, or may seem like they're better than players around them, you just try and force them the ball. And you may pass them in situations and look for them in situations that you may that you should be looking for someone else because they're in a better position. But because this guy's name is Sancho and this guy's name is Ronaldo, you go for Ronaldo because not just because you think that he's better, but also because you want to pass the ball to Ronaldo. You want him to be happy with you because he wants the ball and he deserves the ball more than Sancho does or Greenwood does or Cavani does, right? If Cavani and Greenwood is asking you for the ball, but Ronaldo's also asking for the ball, if you're a player like a McTominay or Fred who looks up to Ronaldo as their hero, or Lingard or someone else like that, look up to Ronaldo, you're going to pass to Ronaldo, even if the opportunity makes no sense to pass the ball to him. And I think that is what happens at times. They just force the ball to this guy, hoping, let's hope he does something good now, when there's other opportunities. And that also means that players doesn't get as much as the ball as what they would have in a system pre this season, with Bruno, with Greenwood, and with all these players kind of taken together, trying to do some, counter-style kind of football. It wasn't the best at times, but they had a decent idea of what they were going to do when they had the ball. And it worked a good chunk of the time. Of course, they weren't the best. I still think Oli wasn't the best of managers in terms of tactics. I think it was heavily reliant on the fact that he wanted to counter, he wanted to use his fast players, which is pretty simple to do. Try to soak up pressure, then counter with fast players like Rashford and so on and so forth. And it did work. It did work and it looked good at times. And I do think in a big occasion, I still believe that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was never going to win anything of any importance at Manchester United. I still don't think he was ever going to win. Definitely not Premier League. He may have maybe done well in the Champions League. I think his style of football, they kind of soak up pressure and counter. I think that's a decent style of football to maybe try and do well in the Champions League. But I think once they face a proper, serious team, I think they would have been knocked out. And, they couldn't even win a final. And again, that goes down to the player mentality. They just can't deal with it. And I don't think many players in the world football can deal with that pressure. I honestly don't think they can. I'm seeing some players defend Ronaldo, saying that him whinging non-stop on the pitch, that he should be allowed to do that because he's Ronaldo and he's done this and he's done that. That's stupid. I'm sorry, pal, but that's just going to, imagine you playing a game of football. Just imagine that you are playing football with your mates, just playing five-a-side football, whatever it is, a kickabout, right? When you have one mate up top, which is begging for the ball, and because he doesn't get the ball in the right pass or the right weight, and he starts having a go with this guy for not passing the ball to him, he starts having a go with this guy for not seeing his run, what is that going to do to everyone else on the team? When someone's having a go with them, saying, for f***'s sake, pass to me in this way, oh, you passed it too late, oh, it's offside then, what's that going to do? It's going to make them anxious. It's going to make them annoyed. It's going to make them play worse because they'll literally think, I got more pressure because this guy is just begging me to do what he wants me to do. You may say, yeah, but, that's the difference between you and a professional footballer. And I get that completely. However, this is Ronaldo, and these are players, these are humans that can feel the pressure massively. And guess what? They're not even that good. So imagine when you put players that maybe below the level of that and then put them Man United, they're going to perform even worse and look like they're a mid-table team. I guarantee you take out most of the players in the team, you put them in any other team around them, and I guarantee they will exceed. I guarantee they will exceed, man. You take Rashford, you take him out of United, you put him, I don't know, anywhere across Europe, put him in Bayern Munich, put him anywhere, I guarantee he will be amazing. I guarantee he'll be unreal. So to the fans of Man United, please stop going back to this, we are United, we are playing this way, we are, we've done this, we've done that, because it's just going to, number one, make you more depressed because you'll just keep on being disappointed, and number two, you guys cannot move forward. You guys can't move forward. I know that fans will try to play, may not have a massive impact, but it's ingrained into the club, and these players feel it every day, every game they play. They can feel it. They play with fear, and that's literally what they play with, fear. Okay, and maybe the one occasion they have some amazing moments, and that's what they trick you with. They have Ronaldo doing this amazing long shot. They have a Rashford or Greenwood scoring this amazing goal, doing this nice piece of skill. Then moments FC, they have this moment of brilliance because in one moment they could do something good, but as a team, they don't play well together, and they will not play well together. And I don't know what will have to change other than just be so for so long that they aren't even recognisable. It's like what Arsenal have kind of done, from what they were the Invincibles, they just aren't recognisable, and they went so low down mid-table that they almost just aren't even the same club anymore. And some of the fans and players, they kind of realise that, saying, okay, you know what, we should just be happy of us trying to get into Europe again. Just be happy, just don't look at top four, don't even think about Invincibles, just try just to ingrain some youth players into the club and see what happens. And that's what they're doing, and they're doing alright because of that, and that's what they're trying to go down. And I think United, they still need to do the same thing, as they're still clinging on. I think Pogba, these big name players, they've got to go play the youth, play the young players. I think that would be much more beneficial. Get rid of Pogba, get rid of all these older players, and just try to do what Arsenal's doing. And I never thought I'll say that, but the youth, it builds a club, it makes the players love the players a lot more, because they can see that these young players, they're just going to try and have a laugh, really. And you may say, wait, you're on about pressure. Why would you think these young players will do better than the old players? And that's because the young players, they are allowed to make mistakes, in my opinion. I think if you see a young team, an experienced team in some cases, if they make a mistake, I think it's much more understandable to kind of think, okay, you know, these guys are all in their early 20s. They will be building. They got potential to move on forward from this. And I think people are a lot less harsher on them. That's the way I see people and how they see football. And that's how I see football anyway. So tell me your thoughts down below. This entire apologetic, just weak, just whiny, bitchy culture that I see at United. It's embarrassing from just a Burnley fan. And you may say, why am I even on about this? I'm a Burnley fan. I have no say in this. Sure, I get that, but I guarantee many Man U fans feel the exact same way and they feel embarrassed to be a Man U fan. Tell me your thoughts down below in the comments. I'll see you guys next time for the video. Stay safe.